The Positive Side Podcast, back and better than ever. Glad you're tuning in on the Sunday edition, solo edition. I got my homie Brandon, the man, the myth, the legend, the voice of a generation, coming on Wednesday. Can't wait to get him back on the show. He's been on, I don't know, 3-4 times, but I just love the dude. Love the dude's perspective. He's coming on Wednesday. Hey, real quick, I didn't know if you knew or not. Before we get, we're gonna talk about how to have an amazing week and how to finish the week strong. So what do I do? What does the Positive Side Podcast do on a Sunday night getting ready for the next week? And we're going to go over that here. We got 5 things to make sure you get the biggest week possible. But real quick, did you know you can work with me one-on-one? The coaching program has been on fire. I mean, we're signing people up left and right, and it's working with me, the main dog. You know, come on, man, holla back. It's mindset coaching, it's focus, it's even podcast coaching. We do a little bit of everything with the coaching. And hey, if you want to be part of it, reach out, jeremy@jeremytodd.com. Let's get into it today. This is how I plan on all my weeks to have the biggest week possible. Because again, Sunday's so important. Like, we have a great week, and then all of a sudden, I got a case of the Mondays coming up tomorrow. It's coming no matter what, right? We cannot stop the Monday freight train. So if we can't stop it, why don't we just get on it? Why don't we just get focused and make sure that Monday is going to be an amazing day? Here are the 5 things. Number 1, I focus on my schedule. And it's you probably heard this before or whatever the case is. Oh yeah, I got a schedule. My schedule's legit. And what I like to do is plan out each day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes I even throw it in on Saturday, but really Monday through Friday. And I kind of overlook it. Like, okay, now what am I going to do this day? What am I going to do that day? What day are my coaching calls? What day am I podcasting? What day am I going to go to work? What day am I going to work for myself, right? Throughout the day, I put these little blocks in there. And if you want to see how I do my schedule, again, email me, jeremy@jeremytodd.com. I'll send you an example of what this week's going to look like. But I've got it color coded. But the reason being is pretty obvious why we do a schedule. Number 1 is we just got to figure out, well, here I go with another list, but I got to figure out where I'm going to be. The week is so busy and days fly by, and then you're like, oh man, I forgot I had this going on or that going on. I'm still guilty about that every once in a while. I don't have something in my schedule, which is, major mistake number 1. But really, it just gives me a roadmap of my week. Where am I going to be? Where's my mindset going to be? What can I look forward to? What do I need to work on? Because I may have a meeting coming up or a phone call coming up. The schedule is key, but one of the most important things about the schedule that I always do, I put time in for myself. We can block out days forever with family and work obligations and whatever the case is. I mean, you know how it is. Your schedule gets very, very busy, kids, ball games, and all this other stuff. But one of the most important things you can do to make sure we have that proper mindset throughout the week and we don't burn out throughout the week is we schedule time for ourselves. We got to put those in each day, whether it be in the morning, the afternoon, at night. Excuse me, they don't have to be like for hours, but even a 15-minute break. But we have to hold true to that schedule. Because if we don't hold true to the schedule, we're wasting our time even doing the schedule. So we got to be honest with ourselves and hold ourselves accountable with that. Number 2, mindset. Sunday nights are huge for mindset. I love to work on my affirmations and kind of just go through them. I look at the things on my mirror. This is great. Now in Fort Wayne, they have a Fort Wayne TED Talk. And I got an email this past week that I wasn't approved for the Fort Wayne TED Talk, which whatever, it's cool. But now I've got that on my mirror. I've got that on my mirror that the Fort Wayne TED Talk turned you down. I mean, come on, man. How you gonna turn me down? Whatever. Maybe my letter to TED Talk wasn't important, but these are the things that I go through my head that I go through and I look at these messages. I've got another one on my mirror that says it's either hell yes or no. If I'm not 100% in, then I'm not in. I go through that. Today is going to be this week is going to be the best week ever. You're in this mess. How are you going to get yourself out? You didn't come this far only to go this far. We had a podcast episode about that. But these are the things that I do for mindset to make sure that, damn it, I got to get better. I got to stay focused. I got to stay driven. I got to keep doing these things. And I'm also grateful for all the things that have been in my past, but I'm grateful for the opportunity of the future, especially when you tie that into your schedule and you look, man, I'm grateful for this meeting. I'm grateful for this coaching call. I'm grateful for this podcast. I'm grateful for a job. There's so many things we can be grateful for. And that's part of that mindset on Sundays that I don't wake up Monday. Oh my God, I got a case of the Mondays. I mean, that's BS. It doesn't work. That's a shitty way to start your week. Number 3, I go to bed early. Man, that is so important. Sleep. That one of the worst things you can do is stay up late on a Sunday night, midnight, 1, 2, 3, whatever the case is. That it just gives you a slow start for Monday morning. You don't jump out of bed. You kind of roll out of bed. You're hitting that snooze button. You're not fired up. Go to bed early. Now I know that sometimes it doesn't work out easy because you may not be that tired, or you typically go to bed later. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to stay up a little bit later Saturday so you are extra tired on Sunday so you can go to bed early. But I promise you, when you jump out of bed at 5 a.m., some people wake up at 4 a.m. Me, as my alarm clock set for 6 a.m. When I get fired up and I jump out of bed and I had a good night's sleep, I know for a fact it's going to be not only a good Monday, but it's going to be a great start to the whole week. Number 4, one thing I do early Monday is I do a checklist. I do my week checklist. Now, sure, I've got my schedule, but within the schedule, there's things I got to get done. I've got to maybe pay a bill. I've got to send an email. I've got to, whatever. I mean, this week, particularly for this week, I got to get all my business stuff set up for the podcast, where I got to change accounts over, and I make this long list on a Monday. And as the week goes on, I just start slicing them off, counting them off. Now I add things onto the list as the week goes on. But the point of it is just that I make sure that I get stuff done, because you can say, hey, Jeremy, did you do this? Oh, crap, I forgot. I don't forget when I write it down. Now, if I forget to write it down, that's another whole issue in itself. But if you make that checklist, you become way more productive, especially starting your day off on a Monday with all those things getting done. Because by Monday at noon or 1 or 2 or whenever you get done with Monday, you're like, oh my God, I got all these things done. I got my checklist knocked out. Man, it's a great way to start the week. Number 5, the final one. I love doing this too. This is important, but I start with the end in mind. What does that mean? I start Monday and even Sunday night with the end of the week in mind. Where can I imagine my week going? What kind of opportunities can come up? Where can I take advantage of? What can I do a little extra? And then if I do all these things, and I do my checklist and I follow my schedule at 5 o'clock on Friday or 6 o'clock on Friday, whatever that time is that you shut her down on Friday, you can look back at your week and say, man, I got a lot of stuff done. So I picture myself accomplishing all these things early, either Sunday night or early Monday morning, because it's like, man, it is going to be so awesome to get to the end of this week because I'm going to get all this shit done. That's the stuff that people look at me on Monday morning. I'm all jacked up and fired up because these are the things that I do on a Sunday night and early Monday morning to make sure I have the best week ever. The Positive Side Podcast, rocking and rolling, man, the momentum. It's any time in life when you get this momentum, it's like you don't have to do anything more. It's like take your hands off the steering wheel and shit just starts flying. It's awesome, and I'm so happy. Attitude of gratitude. I'm jacked up. I'm fired up, and you need to feel the same way. The world is out there waiting for you. What are you waiting for? Take action. We can't wait anymore. We can't sit on the sidelines. I know I'm going on a little bit of tangent towards the end of the podcast, but man, there's nothing more frustrating than, it's already April, middle of April. It's almost May next month, and then June. We're halfway through 2021. And what have you done with the whole year? No reason to beat yourself up. Just start right now. Start with the end in mind. Start with the end of the year. Where am I going to be if I take these small steps starting today? Get fired up. Take action. No more analysis or paralysis by analysis. Just get on it and do something. I say it in every single episode, and I mean it more than ever. Well, hey, real quick, do me a favor. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is going to be up there. Subscribe to the iTunes on iTunes podcasts, Spotify. A lot of Pandora has been great for me lately. Share these episodes. I got mad love for you. If you want to work with me, give me a shout. I say it in every single episode. You've got greatness within. Like always, this is The Positive Side.